All right, let's get started. Finally back to the Create Astral mod pack. All right. Reorienting myself. I did get on briefly yesterday to do a little bit of mining, a little bit of resource gathering, checking in on the farm. A very slight amount of building because I was getting kind of frustrated with the lack of power and capabilities of the because we had the millstone and the press and the mixer set up here with one water wheel, and it was just not good enough. So I made one little building. Also, I opened this keg up, and there were 4 pints of minor pale ale in there. Can I just pick that up? So that's a minute of haste and restores 2 hunger, which is pretty neat. And it stacks. So that was what we made last time around. I think everything else is basically where it was before, but it's still tucked in there among all the rest of the junk. The other thing I did, we built the cobble / andesite automation setup over here. I did check in on this a couple of times. It's been very busy. And I did end up making... It's been very, very busy. Yeah, it's quite full again. I made some packages with... initially, I was just like, oh, I'll just put cobblestone in there and andesite. But what it ended up doing was double compressed cobblestone, which apparently in this pack you can compress, triple compress, quadruple compress. It goes quite a ways, I think. Let's see if we start looking for a compressor. We can go up to like octuple compressed cobblestone. So each one of those is 43 million blocks. So we can store a lot of cobblestone. We just have to craft it into compressed blocks. So that's one of the things I was doing. Yeah, I even bookmarked the recipe. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Control click to quick craft. Huh. Is that... Can't... Oh, right. Okay. Let's make some space. And maybe then this will work. Right. So control click. Oh, look at that. That doesn't seem to be working. Huh. Double compressed? The other thing that's here is a continuous crafting, which I noticed was kind of neat. So if I do that, and then I click continuous crafting. There we go. Makes that go pretty quick. Yeah, so lots of cobblestone, which will come in handy. Although I suspect, even with this, we're gonna need more generation as we start building things further. Let's see. Quickly do this though. So no. This recipe to make compressed. Or 9 cobblestone. There we go, and then we can make double compressed. There we go. Let's sleep really quick before stuff starts spawning. Yeah, but... Alright. So... I'm not going to deal with this right now. This can go. Just put stuff on the... Just leave stuff on the ground for a bit. It's fine. Like I said, we're going to have to build more... more machinery. Let me show what I did build, though. I did build a couple lightning rods. I noticed over in the farm, which will maybe go... I don't think really... maybe a little bit's changed over there, but I did notice that some of the fence was missing, and my guess was that and the pegs were gone, scattered around. I figured maybe there was a lightning strike or something that caught the fences on fire. I don't know. But I rebuilt the fence, gathered the pigs again, and made a couple lightning rods, just in case. But this is what I built, which is nothing really fancy, just a little building with the machines that we had over in the little starter house. So we have the millstone and the mechanical mixer and the mechanical press, and I think I'm at some point on stream had made a bunch of the water wheels, and so those are in here, which again I don't have the goggles, so I can't see how much stress units they're putting out, but enough to power all this stuff at a pretty good pace. It's nice. And yeah, what else? Since the last time, I also did a little bit more mining down to Bedrock in anticipation of maybe wanting to do in the quests. There was a quest in chapter 1, various stone generator, so you can make the cobblestone generator on top of Bedrock, and then it can produce granite and diorite and other stuff, other kinds of stone besides just andesite and cobble. And I thought that might be something we'll want at some point in terms of being able to have other stone being generated either for building or like I was thinking that in here it mentions with the solid source of diorite you can produce excess amounts of quartz. Well, where are we going to get diorite? Maybe this is it. You know, if we are using lava and water on top of Bedrock, then we could be getting diorite, which we could then be milling and getting quartz. I don't know if we're going to do the computer craft stuff. It feels like kind of a niche sort of thing. I mean, yeah, there are turtles and they can mine, and that's fine. But, you know, looking ahead in chapter 2 and all the different automation for producing copper and tin and other metals, I don't know how much mining that we need to do if we just automate the production of stuff. There's probably other things that we need quartz for that I just, you know, so there's some recipes. Rose quartz we'll probably need, like definitely for building, you know, for making polished rose quartz into various things. Some computer craft stuff, but also for a deployer, apparently. Interesting recipe. And then probably also, yeah, you fill it with molten rose gold and you get an electron tube, and that's I'm sure used for a bunch of stuff in this. So we will need quartz. I don't know if we need enough quartz to justify doing all of the setup down there quite yet. I think we're definitely, my thought here is just to do a little bit of automation, figure stuff out, and then as we start to see, like, oh, we need a bunch of this or a bunch of that, to then build kind of a little factory somewhere to do that. The other thing I want to do kind of from the get-go, from now on, is start getting into trains and set up some trains. Probably for right now, it'll just be something to do / maybe to get around a little bit. It'll be a neat thing, but eventually we'll have trains for moving items and fluids between the little factories for, you know, all the different automation that we're gonna do. So that's kind of the upcoming stuff. Maybe some today, and then in future streams as well. Okay, let me put some of this. There we go, a little bit more of that. Let me compress the andesite 2 on here. There, and yep. A little bit more of that. The chest here. And then I have the chest where I accidentally made a bunch of skipping stones, because apparently, if you craft 1 cobblestone, you get 8 skipping stones. What are skipping stones for? Nothing. I think you can throw them. Yep. So yeah, I cut down this tree, just because it was kind of in the way. So this is still, all the stuff is still here. Got the encased fan. And then I did do, I went back to one of the villages and I did find there was compost. And so this has been sitting here in a loaded chunk for a little bit of time. I need to repair my pickaxe. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. But let's dig this up. So the compost that you can either find in villages or you can make. So the rich soil is made from compost. We'll probably at some point, you know, make a bunch of this for farms, but you take straw and tree bark and bone meal, you make organic compost, and then that gives you kind of instructions here that you basically place down the compost into the world, ideally, you know, in sunlight, next to water, next to sped up by adjacent activator, see below. Huh. I guess sped up by other organic compost next to it. Well, anyway, so it turns into rich soil. And rich soil can be put down into the world, and you can hoe it to till it, and then you can grow crops, and they grow faster. Which right now is not a big deal because, you know, the farm is basically over there ticking away all the time, growing stuff, and then we're manually harvesting it. But at some point, we will have automated farms for crops. And that will be more useful there. I still want to kind of pursue some of the, you know, the 0.1 chapter quests around getting these crates. You know, we made some progress here. 48% of the way on potato crates, 35% on carrots, which will unlock this tractor, which will probably be useless. I don't know. But I'm kind of curious about how that works, and I mean, need to unlock. I don't want to, you know, just rush through the pack and just, you know, beeline all the way through, unlock all the chapters. I have, like, when I played Create Above and Beyond, I did more of that, where I just kind of jumped through, trying to unlock the chapters and doing the minimal amount of automation to have enough stuff just to progress. And that ends up being fast to start, but then slows you down overall, because then you end up waiting more for stuff to craft and to accumulate resources in those later chapters. And I think it's going to be kind of similar here. So that's kind of one of the motivations for kind of like taking kind of a wide, making a wide base of stuff in terms of the quest tree. I think that makes sense. Anyway, so I started replacing some of the soil over here with compost, or rich soil rather, which all of this stuff is grown now, so it doesn't really amount to anything. But yeah, so for now, let me just, I don't want to deal with this at the moment. I'll just put this in here, put that in there, and the run flesh. can't compost it. I'll just stick it in there with all this other stuff. Let's go prepare tools and then figure out what we're doing next. Ooh. Yeah, the amount of resources in this chest has increased a bit. I did find more iron. I think I found a chest. Where did I get the iron ore? Maybe in a chest somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but found some veridium when I was mining and some acerine. These can all be milled into raw tin and raw copper, I think was the other one. Yep. So those would be handy. I needed obsidian for some... Oh, for train stuff. Yes, anyway. Whoops. I don't want that. I don't want to click that. You know, a good next thing might be to work on Tinker's Construct, or Hephaestus is the actual name of the mod. But getting some of those things set up, that's also kind of a... doing the opposite of what I was just describing, progressing towards, you know, through the chapter. But I think it'll be good to have some better tools that we don't have to repair as often. And yeah, so that might be a good next thing to work on. And then I do also, I really want to get started on trains today. We have, I think this is unlocked already because I did pick up train casings. Maybe, yeah. Well, regardless. So we have that. We can collect that at some point. We'll make train controls in the station and super glue. Now that we have iron, I think that's one of the things at the end of the last stream I was saying, oh, well, we don't have iron to do anything. So we have this. We should be able to get this advancement, assemble a train. So we need all of these things to assemble a train, because you have to have a train station, you have to have at least some train track and train controls, and train casing to make the train. And you assemble it in the train station, and then we get a bunch of stuff that we can use to make a better train. And I think kind of, so tinkers, like melter and that sort of stuff, and progressing that, and then trains, and you know, taking this track and maybe just extending it out to the farm over there would be kind of a, it's not going to do anything for us, but it will look cool. It'll be, you know, a thing that can be expanded upon. Yeah, so I think that's time to sleep. Okay. I did eat all of the rest of the, what did we have last time? It was like dumplings, and then I did end up making some of the steak and potatoes, but mining and doing all that, you know, went through all of that, all those haunches. So, went through all that. So now I'm back to bread for the moment. Something else neat, you know, we saw the very first session, there were some deer nearby, and I did see as I was poking around, and I think this is actually REI is the name of the mod that gives us the items list. Anyway, there's a potion recipe that uses antlers, which I assume are from the deer, that makes it's kind of an interesting potion. It's speed 2 and weakness 20. That's interesting. I mean, is there not a normal speed potion in this? Like, can we not just make a speed 2 potion? Maybe not. That'd be interesting if kind of the... Okay, there's night vision. There is leaping and fire resistance, swiftness, turtle master, healing, poison regeneration, strength, witness, slow falling. Okay, so I think maybe they replaced the there's potion of swiftness, 20% speed. Okay, there is swiftness too. Interesting. How do these? So you can do that. Maybe I'm just missing it. Anyway, we're a ways away from even worrying about that. I was just kind of curious. Right. I am also very easily distracted. The seared melter and seared heater, which I think I bookmarked all of the things we need to get to this point, so we can start casting the a pickaxe head and all that stuff. So yeah, seared melter, seared heater, seared faucet, seared casting basin, and seared casting table are the things we kind of need to do to progress in that direction. So we need a few things for that. We need 4 seared bricks, 4 zinc ingots, and a fluid tank. And the fluid tank is 4 copper sheets and a barrel. So let me bookmark these things. Into that, and then that, and seared bricks. So let's start with that. So let's get 4 seared bricks, I think. That should be in the top chest. Yeah, we got 32. Or did we make... I think we made 32, and then we get 32 bricks. Which I'm not going to worry about what we're going to do with the bricks. But, so it's seared brick, and then... So we need 4... Oh, that's not how you make... Okay. How do you make seared bricks? So we need to mix 4 with a piece of sap in the basin, and we get a seared brick. Okay. So we need sap. And we get sap from milling rubber logs. So I think that was one of the things I did gather some of. I just have to spot it in this chest. Silt. Oak logs. There we go, 40. That should be a start. Is there anything else we use the rubber logs for besides, I mean, as wood? No. Logger's gloves? What does that do? Prevents log stripping while using an axe. Well, that's kind of a neat doodad. Yeah, anyway, so this is just any kind of wood. I don't think anything specific here. We can, yeah, okay. 1.25 versus, oh, crushing wheel's not any better. That's kind of surprising. Okay. So it seems like, at least for now, their only use is to mill into, sap. So I think I learned last time that there's not enough power, enough stress units from those water wheels to power both the mixer and these other things. I didn't put a separate clutch over here for the how would I have done that? I'd have to run this differently. Anyway, doesn't matter. And that goes, and we'll just have to wait a little bit of time. I don't want to wait for everything, so... Oh, good. So I just got the sap, and the rest is still churning away. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Yeah. Or I could have just taken half. Anyway. Math aside. 1, 2, 3. throw these all in there and turn that on. And this should get us some seared bricks. There we go. And of course we can use this to make an anvil and cast chest and other kinds of blocks, and the seared melter and tanks and all sorts of things. Yeah, so. But for now, just one step at a time. I need 4 copper to make into plates, and I'm gonna need some wood as well. Do I have slabs? I do have slabs, a bunch of slabs. Oops. So we needed 4 copper plates. Turn that off, put those on there. Turn that back on. There we go. And then I think we don't need any machinery for the most of the steps for this craft. So I'll leave the mill stone on so it can continue getting sap for us. And I need to make a barrel. Turn that back off. That's how I got a bunch of the skipping stones, was I left that on when I was processing cobble, and I somehow just one ended up there, and I just clicked in the thing to craft, and then I had stacks and stacks of them. Alright, so barrel, and then surrounded by 4 copper plates gets us a fluid tank. And then we need... what are we crafting again? This thing right here. So we need 4, and then 4 zinc ingots. We have a few. 2, 3, 4. I'm looking forward to having some more sophisticated like auto crafting in the future, but again, that's a ways away. All right, so that's the melter, and then we need the heater. So we need 8 of those, and we can just craft it. That's a lot easier. And I'll leave us with 8 for something. So there we go. So there's that. And then that gets 16 more seared brick and some coal to use in the heater, presumably. And a firebrand. 8 attack, 1.1 speed, so like 8.8 DPS. Our rapier is better. Ooh, and it can be enhanced. Then that's like almost 9 DPS. That's almost 12. It's pretty neat. But we'd have to get blue ice and packed ice. Anyway, I don't care about weapons right now. At some point when we have to care about weapons, but not for the moment. So yeah, so I can just leave that unclaimed. And then a faucet. So that's just a bucket of seared brick. Or a bowl. Gets us 3. And we don't get a reward. And then we need a casting basin. It's 7. And 7 the other way. So 14. We do have enough bricks for that. As long as I don't make the same thing twice. There we go. And that gets us some ingot sand casts. Okay. Casting tables will allow you to cast fluids from a seared faucet into all sorts of shapes, such as plates, ingots, tool heads, and more. Basins, on the other hand, will let you cast fluids into blocks directly. The table requires casts to work. Temporary sand casts can be made, although gold casts are infinitely reusable, 100 times more desirable, if not more. By the way, you can now make seared stone by melting clay and pouring it into a stone block. Right, so you would put stone block in the casting basin and then pour the molten clay into it. Yeah. I think we looked at that last stream when I was looking at those bricks that I got from the first quest here. Oh. Well, I guess I did things the more destructive way, but there's also a tree tap. Let's make one of those so we can also get that quest complete. What was it? Stick and logs. That's not how you make stick. There we go. And just need 4 of those, and we should be able to do that. Pass the night again. What are these advancements? Nectar of the tree. And tapping time. Well, I haven't done that yet. Maybe it's because I had sap in my inventory and create a tree tap. Okay, so some rubber trees I planted over here. We did have one rubber tree. Hello, creeper. We have one rubber tree over there that I cut down, and we got some saplings, and I planted some more over here. You know, in the area where I think last stream I went around with. Was that last stream? Went around with the mechanical saw. There we go. Here's rubber. So 5, 6. That's weird. I guess that realized that I've unlocked a bunch of things. So this is, I guess, a more friendly way to collect. This reminds me of doing something very similar to this in Industrial Craft 2, long time ago. Yeah, anyway. What are we doing? So we made that. We made that. Got the Seared melter and a heater and faucet and casting basin and casting table. Probably we want to be able to... I mean, having an actual, like, ingot cast. Oh, I didn't claim the reward. There we go. I'll take those. There we go. It's even. There you go. Reusable casts. Place an item in the shape of the cast you want. Or molten gold. So, I mean, we have these 3. I feel like having an actual ingot cast, a permanent one, will be really good. But it's not strictly necessary at the moment. We could do like the tool casts. So like the pickhead gold cast that takes 1 ingot of gold. Okay, do we have mined some gold? Yeah, there's some gold. So each one of those can be melted, and that gives us 1 ingot and 3 nuggets. If we had crushing wheels, we could potentially get 1.33. Can we melt one of these? Does that give us... Oh, okay. So yeah. So the smeltery gives us a 1 nugget bonus. But even in the melter, we do get an extra 3 nuggets from the crushed gold ore. So, you know, long term... well, I don't know. There may be some... There's probably a thing in here to, like, automate getting gold as well. I don't know. Like, there's ones for copper and tin and iron and zinc. So maybe there's something to get gold automatically as well. But anyway, I have kind of like a little work area here. So, yeah, for now, let's put some of this stuff down. So the heater goes there, and then the melter on top. And then we want to have faucets. Just 2 is fine for now. And we'll put the casting table on one side and the basin on the other. There it is, basic meltery. And then... So I think the melter only hold... Oh, 12 ingots. Okay, so we can only put in 3 items at a time. But we'll be able to hold 12 ingots, so we don't have to worry about it like stopping and not being able to melt all 3. For a second, I was thinking that it could only hold like 3 ingots, but yeah, there we go. So we got 4 ingots from 3 raw gold, which is pretty good. So that should get us a few things. Yeah, we could use the sand casts to make really anything, but just hold on to that for a moment. And let's make some... I mean, I guess we have... let's use wood to make some things that we can pour gold over and make a cast. Probably do that, and then do the axe head. And I don't think there's quite yet a need to do the hammerhead because we need the anvil, the tinker's anvil, to be able to make those things. But we can do the tool binding too. And anything else I care about doing right now? I mean, I guess we could cast a... Can you cast a... Yeah, repair tool? Yeah, you get a repair kit, gold cast. That might be good to make repair kits to carry with us. So yeah, that uses 1 ingot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just have these 4 things that I want to do. Oh, there we go. 1 more gold. Some quests were completed. A thing that we'll probably want for dealing with situations where there's a little bit of nuggets left in the melter is to have a nugget cast. So first I have to actually add more gold, and then I need a nugget. I think I have. We can lose a 10 nugget. That's fine. Nope, doesn't like that, huh? Is that... Maybe there's not? Oh, there is, there is. Okay, I can use copper or zinc. I guess I maybe just can't use tin. Let's try copper. Yeah. There we go. And then this is very, well, honestly, I could just put more gold in, and eventually it should hit a round number of ingots. What I was gonna say though, it's kind of weird. Oh right, I haven't made an ingot cast yet. You know, I have the gold. Let's sacrifice one of these bricks, and I'll make a cast. There. Now, what I was gonna say is kind of weird is you can have a gold cast, and you can cast gold into it, like so. And we have a gold ingot. Alright, so that completed a few quests. Oh, alright, so there's one to collect them all. And if we do that, we get 3 blocks of gold. So that's 9, 8, 27. 27 gold. There's 20, so this would be a profit, right? If we put all the gold into making all of these casts, we would profit by 7 gold ingots, and we get a diamond. So that's not silly, but some of the stuff we won't be able to do right now, I think. I don't know. Oh, you can stone cut a golden sheet to make the gear gold cast. I think this will happen organically as we go on. On the other hand, interesting. So if we make bronze hammerhead, broad axe head, and blade, we get some redstone blocks. It also wants us to make a tinker's anvil. Specifically, I think it wants us to make one out of bronze blocks, so we would need 3 bronze blocks. And only apply, able to apply certain upgrades only at a smithing anvil. Huh. Okay. Alright, and this mentions the fact that if we change our cobblestone / andesite generator to use triple compressed andesite instead of double compressed, then we just only get andesite. Which I think we could do right now if we sleep again. Because I mean, triple compressed is just 9. Double compressed. Oh, wait. What am I doing? So we have single compressed andesite here. So that's 1 double compressed. So we need 81, which is doable. That's more than 81. So that gets us 7, 8, 9. There we go. Triple compressed andesite. And that also, was there a reward on that? Ooh, 8 andesite alloy blocks to put somewhere. So, I have a lot of stuff in my inventory at the moment. I was going to say I don't want to just break that block. I'm afraid that the water will flow and somehow mess up the lava, which it's not the end of the world. It's not skyblock or anything, but it would bother me. So let me put some stuff away. Yeah, and in there, and I guess those can go in there. What can we do with the andesite alloy block? We can turn it into andesite alloy. Okay. Well, that's useful for many things. So that's kind of neat. But let me turn this into. There we go. And I am going to. Isn't there a cast, like a casting chest, a cast chest? Let's make this. I think that is a good idea. So then we just need a chest and seared bricks. We need to fetch out 1 more sap and our bricks wherever I put them. There they are. How many bricks do we need? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we only have 6, so how can we make more bricks? We can cast. Didn't we see that we could cast? Oh, right. I read this out loud. Right, so we can take our bricks and we can melt it and pour it over stone. Some kind of stone. Wait, hold on. Casting table. Blasting. Smelting. Like, there's not a recipe for that here. We can melt seared things. Okay, but we can cast molten clay onto something, some kind of stone. So I see like sure, let's do that. So if we take our brick, put that in there. We've already run through that. I forget how much coal I put in there, but it's gone now. Put our 1 diorite into the casting basin. There we go. We have our molten clay. We cast the molten clay onto, in this case, diorite, and we should get a thing. Seared stone, which we should then be able to put in the melter and cast and get bricks. Here we go. Now I can get rid of these sand casts. Because I can't put, like if I put the seared stone in the melter, it's not going to do anything. Because there's not enough room. And also because I don't think you can, I feel like you can't mix types of things in there. I could be wrong. Okay, no, there's just not enough space. Not enough space to melt that in there anyway. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Although I guess I can use that to make that tinker's anvil. Ooh. I can... Okay. Here's a thought. Take my stone. Use the stone cutter that's tucked ever so carefully in that corner. Split it into 2 things and put 1 in the melter. Can I do this? If only I had coal. Yes. All right, now we have 2 bricks worth of seared stone. We can get rid of this last sand cast. I mean, I guess that's good. I just needed 2 more anyway, so there we go. And then we can use our actual gold cast for the last one. There we go. So now we have 8 of those, 4 of which are going to go in the... Now we have 51 sap. Nice. Alright, so 4 and 1 and go. Alright, and there we go. Seared brick. Maybe I should put a crafting table here, but... Okay, so now we're missing a chest, which is eminently doable. I mean, I guess they're the same amount of gold regardless. What is going to be the least? Probably this. The ones that I can replace with wooden pieces and recast are probably the best way to go. Okay, so cast chest. And I guess for right now, all this stuff is just going to go right here. And the thing with the cast chest is you can just put all of your casts in it. And it will hold all of them. All 20, apparently. 20 in total. Okay. Now, what? I don't know that we need to make like the fancy tools right at this moment. It would be nice to have an upgraded pick though. I mean, I do have like a vanilla iron pick that I'm using when I'm mining and I'm finding something that the stone pick from a hephaestus can't mine. But and I did find a couple more, actually. There's another one that I found when I was out exploring and gathering resources. Right. No, the thing that I was going to do, though, is I was going to swap out the double compressed andesite for triple compressed in the cobblestone generator to make it a pure andesite generator, since we have so much cobblestone right now relative to what we need for the moment. And to do that, I am going to punch the door, apparently. Now I'm going to put this water somewhere for a second so I can pick up this lava. Keep that safe. And then I am going to mine that. And put triple compressed. Alright, so there we go. And then if I put the lava back, it will always be andesite. We're not going to always pick it up because of the limitations of this apparatus. Especially for Chester. Well, not quite, but soon. Alright. Great. The day goes by so fast. I didn't pick my water back up. Let's remember to do that. Okay, so I think it's time for trains. Just a little bit of trains anyway, just to get that started and to you know, just get the basics set up, and we can have a little train station here. I mean, obviously the intent of this generator structure is to be kind of a train station, so should kind of fulfill that and make that happen. So let's see, go back to this chapter. So we did. Do I want a stuffed pumpkin? I don't care about that. But we can make the train controls. We have some zinc, maybe enough for a block. Let's see. Also, let me unbookmark the things that I don't care about at the moment. We have tracks. Let's get some more. And train station. Let me make 2. So train casing and a compass. And okay, it's just the vanilla recipe. So let us get that going. I think I may have smelted some iron. There we go. Have some redstone. Let me just take what I need for right now and make that compass. There we go. And then the train station is a train casing and a compass. I think we have some train casings. 4 so far. From loot from various places. Have to do something with these catwalks at some point. They're pretty neat in terms of a I mean, as a catwalk, as a kind of a in the air kind of path, has like little guardrails on it. Kind of neat. I was checking it out in creative at one point. And so we have the train casings, and then for the train controls, we also need that. We need a lever and a block of zinc. So do we have enough zinc for a block? We just need a lever. So some sticks and some cobblestone. We might have some cobblestone somewhere. There we go. And lever. Let's also make the train station or 2. And make that block of zinc. And the controls, just like that. And then we need to make super glue. Right. So that is some kind of slime ball, an iron sheet, and an iron nugget. I don't know if I have any iron nuggets, so we'll take one of those for that, and one of those for the sheet. And run over to the mechanical press, make a plate or a sheet. It's a sheet, yeah. There we go. And then run back because we don't have a crafting table over there. And slime balls. Right. I think I have some. There we go. 2 slime balls. And super glue. So super glue is pretty useful for doing stuff with Create mod because you can any kind of contraption you can make, you can glue blocks together so they become part of that contraption. As this ponder screen animation guide is showing us. Mm-hmm. Right. So, pretty useful for making trains because you can glue blocks onto the kind of the core part of the train, which in this is called a bogie. So how do we do this? Well, we put a train station down wherever we want it. I think it'll make sense to, let's see if we click. Cannot target this track here. Why? Huh. What does it mean? Cannot target this track here. Why? Huh. I've not seen that before. What am I doing wrong? Set the train track, then place the station nearby. Yeah, stations are the waypoints of the track network. Yeah. Oh, no. Yep. Huh. Is it something to do with the fact this was like a generated structure? Or... Huh. I don't know. What happens if we break some of these? Okay, so now we have even more track. Yeah, so that works. Can I... Yeah, now that works. Okay. So, generally the stations are set up like so. And then we'll put that there. There, now we have a station. Do I want that there? Maybe not. Let's see. Whoops. Man. What did I have in that slot? Oh yeah, there we go. I need to remember to select the slot I want to swap stuff out for, and then I can put my wrench right there, and I should be able to, click that. I was just thinking maybe it makes more sense for the station to be here. And we can put this block here. There we go. And the reason is maybe I want to have a track that goes off this way. And then up there. I don't know. Let's try it out. So if we... Why is that? Oh, right, because I wanted to be able to bulk blast stuff and then pick it. Okay, anyway. Right. Headset is telling me that its battery is low, so let me plug that in really quick. Alright, so let's make some tracks. Can we... Almost. Yeah, we can go this way. Right now. Now, let's see if this is close enough. Cannot create sloped S-bends. Not holding a... Oh, I see. We're not holding enough tracks. Okay, we could put the track going to here, and then presumably build like I mean, you have to build some kind of structure for it to look right. I mean, not for it to actually technically work, but for it to... Yeah. Anyway, something like going to here, but first we need more tracks because apparently we just however many we had, we've already used them. So let's, did I have more tracks in a chest? I feel like I might have. Yeah, 56. That might be enough to get, I don't know if it's gonna get us all the way to the farm, but closer. Maybe somewhere where we can put down the other station just to see how that works. There we go. Now I think the problem is going to be this is going to be too steep. Yeah. So that works, but of course we'll need to clear some dirt for that not to look very odd. But that gets us up kind of at this level, and then we can maybe turn the track and have it go that way. Yeah, okay, we can run along the track. That's convenient for now. Okay. still have a, yeah, pickaxe. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna try to go that way. So we'll see how far we can get with 24 tracks. Okay. Pretty happy with that. All right. Now, how does this need to work? I guess for now, should the train station point back that way? I don't know exactly, but let's just put that there for now. And there we go. Now we have 2 train stations on a track. Okay, apparently I couldn't walk on it right there for some reason. Interesting. Sometimes, is it, sometimes it's solid and sometimes it's not. Maybe in the middle it is. Okay, well anyway. Alrighty. So I guess the next thing to do is to actually make a train. So we can create a new train. And then we can close this window, and then basically the station is in assembly mode. And I think we need a train casing to put down a bogie. And we can click it again to change the kind. We can also put another casing yeah, there. To extend it. There we go. And then pretty much the sky's the limit on these, I think, except that you need a train control. In fact, if we go here and try to assemble the train, you can see no structure attached to bogey 1. Resolve this and retry. So we can take the super glue and put it in our offhand, and we can make a very simple, very basic train. Maybe easier if I go up on this platform here. There we go. So, maybe I don't even want it like that, and then there. And we don't even need that. We don't even need that. And if I could jump on top of it. There we go. And then I just need to put the train controls somewhere. There we go. A seat might be helpful. How do we make a seat? White wool and a slab. Which I think we have both of those things, so we can make a seat on this. And that should be most of what we need to actually have a working train. There's a lot of potential beyond what I'm doing right now in terms of aesthetics. But that feels kind of it's going to take a little while to make up something nice. And I just want to have something functional right now, just as a demonstration of this working. There we go. I think we still need the glue to glue the seat on. I'll put that right there. And let's see if I'm forgetting anything. The train station will tell us. Nope. First train. There it is. We can actually just get on if I right click on the seat, and we have controls, and we are controlling the train. And I'm why? Oh, I get it. Okay, so normally when you approach a train station, there's this thing that says approaching station such and such, hold space to approach it. Because I have the station pointed this way, the train doesn't see this as a station that can be approached. So I think it needs to go the other way. Yeah, so we can have it pointed this way. There we go. And so now if I get back on the train, hold space to approach track station. So I'll hold space, and it basically drives forward until it gets to here, and then I can dismount. We can also rename the station. So this can be farm station. And then if we get back in and right click, we can, oh, that's weird. So I'm looking, I'm looking behind and I'm holding backwards and the train's going backwards, which makes sense, but it just means that the steering is not based on, it's based on the orientation of the train, not which way I'm looking. Of course, I'm heading backwards. That means I don't get the approaching thing. If I go all the way back, then I get the approaching option, and I can hold space, and the train will get here. And we'll also name the station to, I don't know, starter base station. There we go. So, first train. Actually, I think this might be the first create train that I've created in survival. Yeah, I think that might be true. Anyway, yeah, so this is continuing to produce andesite, which is great. We need a lot of that. And I think it's been almost an hour and a half already, and I think it's about time for me to refill my water and stretch the legs, and in general just take a little break. I'll be back in a few minutes. We will. I'm not gonna go AFK right there. Let me go at least inside, and when we come back, I don't know. Oh, slime block. All right, we get all this stuff. We could actually make an ice train. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. There's some more train stuff that we can do as well that will make more sense when we have actual like trains we want to automate, because you can definitely make trains just that automatically go in between stations. for transporting items and stuff. Not going to do that today probably, but probably going to look at some more things we can do. Maybe I still haven't made those tools. Look at that. Look at some of the stuff we've unlocked in terms of rubber, and trying to just like figure out kind of some next steps in chapter 2. Feels like kind of a good next place to go. Or, right, back in chapter 1, there's still the sifter. We've not done the sifter. This also needed iron to make the filter. So let's do the sifter and this part, and figure out what we're going to do in chapter 2 after the break. All right. Be right back. All right, I am back. And we are back in the game. Okay, so there were some things that we collected. Let's see, slime block. Put that super glue in there for now, and the tree tap. Really lacking in terms of space for things at the moment. And then plant stuff, I guess, can go in there. All that. Have this dirt. Let's see, cobblestone. We can put it in there. Oh, this is empty. Put dirt in there. There we go. All right. All right. Oh, I had seeds in it. Whatever. Storage is not great, but it's fine. So the sifter was a thing I think we were looking at last time as well. Hey, look, it's bookmarked right there. So the sifter, we can put things like, what can we do with it? Various kinds of blocks and turn them into mob drops and metals. Yeah, that's right. So I was messing around in creative with this as well. It seemed not super great, but you could like put cobble in and you would get, I think I was putting cobble in and getting 10 out. So there's, some interesting things there. I guess we could just hit you and we could see. It took me kind of an embarrassing amount of time to remember or realize that you need to put meshes on these for them to work. I suppose if I would have just looked at the sifting recipe when I was looking at this before, I would have figured that out. But yeah, so cobblestone, you get 10 nuggets. It's a, right, 5% chance. That's about right. So you might get, yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see. So slush to get iron, raw iron. What does slush come from? I don't know. There's no recipe. Gravel gets us iron nuggets and flint. This is similar to washing. Although washing gets us 25% and 25%. So I don't know why you would sift instead of wash. You can get music discs. That's interesting. A less than 1% chance. You can get bone and redstone and ender pearls. That's interesting. I don't know what we use ender pearls for. Shimmer pearls. Interesting. Okay, well anyway. Shifting sand will result in most overworld hostile mob drops. Sure. Oops. So we can mill gravel. And of course we can mill cobble to get gravel. Okay. So we can pretty quickly get that. Do we want to right now, though? Okay, this doesn't get us a reward. And right at this moment, I don't know that we need anything from the sifter. Let's kind of maybe look at the next chapter and see what else. Okay, that doesn't have any dependents. Okay. I want to claim all this stuff, but I think I want to let me make a separate chest for all of the train stuff. That might be a good idea. So we have sturdy sheets, which I think can be used for other things besides trains, but right now this makes sense to me. And then 2, 3. Just a normal size chest will be fine for the moment. Okay. All right. So I think I will just put a chest right here. So yeah, train casings, which, besides their uses, you put them near the station to make the cars essentially for the train. They're also a neat kind of decorative block as well. Yeah, we can make a few trains with those. Let's see what to do. well, might as well make the encased chain drive. I have iron nuggets now. Do I... Yeah, there we go. Nice. And borrow that. Okay, so now I can make the encased chain drive. Oh, neat. Okay, so if I'm in the crafting table, when I go to the quest book, then when I try to click the recipe, it will take me back here, and I'll actually be able to craft it. There we go. And now, a bunch of extra encased chain drives. Should be helpful. And... I mean, the chute will be helpful for various things. Let me just go ahead and make a couple right now. So 2, 3. Was that not the recipe? Oh, other way around. Okay, well, whoops. Go. Yeah, no dependence, no anything. Okay, but good to have some chutes anyway. Like a hopper, but super vertical. It's interesting way of putting it. All right. Okay, harness the power of wind. So if we make windmill bearing and some white sails and basically make it a very basic windmill, we can get 16 more sails. What's this? Max power? So if we, 128 attached sail blocks. So let's see, how do we make that? So andesite alloy. So we'd essentially need 128 minus 16. 112. Whatever. Anyway, more than 100. Andesite alloy and wool. Sticks are no big deal. Oh wait. I was looking at this, but I was seeing this. Okay, so 1 andesite alloy makes 2 white sail. So really only like a stack of andesite alloy, which, as so happens, now we have. And the windmill bearing is a slab and some stone and a shaft. So that's doable. And then we'd have some serious power. As it so happens, I was looking at the Create Astral Discord over the weekend, and I saw a really neat design for a like a helix windmill that was like a schematic. So you can use the Create schematic cannon to basically, you give it the blocks and it builds it from the schematic, which is how you spell cannon. There we go. It's a lot of iron, sort of 18 iron plus the dispenser, He doesn't use a bow, he uses the pistol. Neat. Okay, so that's not outside of reach. But yeah, I was looking at that. I actually, in a creative world, I took the schematic and I switched out some of the blocks. So that's kind of a thing I was thinking of, you know, using as a design at some point for a neat, like max capacity windmill. As we start needing power, which we will, like already, using those machines together, the 6 or whatever water wheels is not enough to power it. So, yeah, I think maybe progressing with wind power might be a good thing. So let's bookmark a couple of these recipes, and that one, and then so I do think that probably the next direction to go is down this way to unlock belts and these other items to get us to the well, really, I mean, it's the mechanical arm is what's shown here, but the basis of automation, right? So all of these things that will then unlock the ability to like make a kelp farm and wood farm and what's this? Remember in chapter 1 how you use glue to assemble trains? Isn't that similar to what you do with a cart assembler and mechanical bearing? Which, yeah, they're talking about that over here, doing the using the cart assembler to make contraptions. Okay. Oh yeah, automating mining is neat. So making a cart contraption that propels itself forward and makes a tunnel bore. Right. Yep. What's this? Trains are the same family of moving contraptions. Saws, drills, harvesters, purple standards will work on trains and operate just the same. If you want to overkill things this way, then by all means, it's encouraged. You can even make a train tunnel bore, although it won't be any easier than using a cart. Yeah. I feel like I saw a video at one point with someone who had done a train that built its own tracks in front of it. It's pretty neat. Ooh. Lots of things. What's this? Oh, a diving helmet and diving boots. Okay. Okay, well, anyway. So, to do this quest, we need 4 rubber. Okay. So we're just taking the sap, which we have a bunch of now, and we just put it in the mixer. Well, that's easy. Let me do like 32. I think I was imagining that this was going to be a more complicated process. It's not the fastest thing ever, but yeah. Oh yeah, so what does it take to make the goggles? Well, I'm thinking about that. 2 glass, a rubber, and a golden sheet. Okay, cool. There's rubber. I feel like I had some glass somewhere, and then I know we have a gold ingot. I have 1 glass. Do I have... Ooh, let me grab some cobblestone. Do Did we empty out cobblestone? No, we did not. Alright, let's make some sand. While we're over here. And gold sheet. Make some goggles. Two pieces of glass, rubber, and a golden sheet. Bookmark that. Alright, so back to the quests. So we got this. That gives us some rubber saplings and bone meal and dried kelp. Don't really need any of that right now. And oh. Yeah, exactly. Now that we have rubber, we can make the engineer's goggles. They allow you to see directly how much stress something is producing or consuming, as well as the speed stuff is operating at. It also displays extra info for some blocks. Definitely invest in it. Yep. It's still going. What else? So we can upgrade a chest. Okay. That iron chest you earned from the Traveler quest in Chapter 0.5 doesn't count. Okay, so why are we doing that? For no reward? I mean, the chest is its own reward, I guess, but I don't know if we need to do this right now. That's, you know, 4 iron blocks to do that. Yeah, the tunnel. So if we make a tunnel, the stack is on a conveyor belt and goes under a tunnel with a branching path. Exactly one item in the stack will go down the branch. Yeah, you have limited means to put stacks on belts, so tunnels aren't very useful until later. Yeah, they're a pleasant way to seal up holes belts go through, at least. Basically, I think I've done that before to basically keep stuff from falling onto belts. Because you just walks around it. But anyway, and it gives you a couple of funnels. And then a belt. If we make 1 belt, we get 3 extras. So that's 3 rubber and 3 dried kelp. Well, I guess there's a reason to take that part of the quest reward. Still going, huh? I am going to go get some wood and make a crafting table. I'm tired of running back and forth already. Okay, so we have rubber. And there we go, 1 mechanical belt. So mechanical belts, if you've not seen this before, is basically probably one of the main ways to move stuff around and kind of create factory sort of thing. So you can put mechanical like rotational power through it, and in fact you can use as a way of like moving power around instead of like shafts or cogs or whatever. Yeah, belts go in different orientations. Yeah, but they have to be like either flat or at a 45-degree angle, or you can have them vertically, but I don't think they can carry items if they're vertical like this. Yep, and they can connect like that. There's all sorts of ways you can use them to like connect shafts together to like move power around. But yeah, for logistics, it's kind of the yeah, all sorts of things. Anyway, let's go back over here. Oh, it's finally finished. All right, we have a stack of gravel. Let's make a stack of sand. Let's look at the questions again. Right, 3 more belts. We also need to make an andesite funnel in order to be able to unlock the basis of automation. And so that is rubber and andesite alloy. Which, of course, I don't have any andesite alloy on me, so I'm going to run right back. And I didn't put the crafting table down anymore. Let me grab the stack of andesite alloy. And put this crafting table right there. And what was it? It was andesite alloy and... Nope. Oh, stacked vertically. There we go. Funnels. Funnels are great. They allow you to do stuff like that. Getting stuff into or out of chests or into or out of machines. Kind of like a hopper. But interacting with belts and other stuff from Create. Okay, so got that, and that gets us 2 more funnels and 2 depots. Yeah, funnels and belts form the basis of production lines and therefore automation. And then this unlocks chapter 2.5. So it says the true power of the Create mod isn't in the new crafting techniques it provides, but the ability to automate resources. Automating comes in 2 flavors. Full automation, where a specific resource will be made until the in time without any need for the player to touch the system, and semi-automation, where you only need to periodically restock starting resources or fuel. This pack won't always tell you when to automate and what can be automated. That'll be up to you to decide. That being said, we'll occasionally make diamond-shaped automation quests to either let you know a new automation opportunity exists or because it's a really strong idea. So like you can see here in the quests, whoops, I clicked away, the diamond-shaped ones for like automating copper and tin. Really strong idea. You don't need to complete them immediately, just consider starting sometime down the line. By the way, there may have been some of these automation quests in chapter 1. Yeah, like the nether quartz. Was that it? Can I spy any more diamond-shaped item thingies? Oh, right, sand. Sifting sand. Not shifting sand, but sifting sand for mob drops. So that could be something we can automate. Just like I'm doing mostly manually, where I put in the cobblestone and then I ground into gravel and then sand. You take the sand and then put it into a sifter, and you use belts and funnels and all that stuff to do that. That'll happen at some point. I really want to like have a motivating thing for like, oh, we need a bunch of this, and then build automation. Okay. So I'm going to check this, which I think is going to show us some things. And we get Builder's Tea, which motivating and saturating. So we'll take that. Alright, so that finished. Alright, so of the stack of cobblestone, we got 19 sand. So now we can throw that in there. Turn on this belt or lever. Run away from the spider. Hide in our house. Climb into bed. Oh hey. Meteor live stream. I just finally looked over. I don't know how long ago you chatted. Send that message. I just looked over a chat. I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, this is the Create Astral Modpack. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. I pretty new at streaming, yeah, so I'm just trying to get through the quest in the pack. Do I play with other viewers? I have not had a lot of other viewers. It's not something I've really thought of, considered before. So that's something I'd have to think about. Finally, got the engineer's goggles. Yeah, there's a way that you can, if you hover over the head slot, there's also a place for goggles. And now we can see 6.4 stress units, 512 stress units at current speed. Yeah, let me get back to you on that. So I'll be streaming this Modpack. I'm just doing it every Monday right now, and then I do other streams on Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm doing Hogwarts Legacy on Wednesday, and then I'm doing Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord on Fridays, and I do a coding stream on Sunday. But Minecraft, modded Minecraft's on Monday. So, yeah, let me think about that, and I'll get back to you. Oh, I do a little bit of I have this web app that I'm working on. It's just kind of like a side project where it's like React and some other like front end technologies. So I'm coding on that. It's like a calorie tracking app. Just something kind of a fun side project that I'm working on. Coding is my day job, but so it's yeah, something a little different to stream besides playing games. But yeah. Oh yeah, you're learning web dev too? Are you liking that so far? Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been making websites and web apps and stuff for longer than I would like to admit. But it's fun, except for when it's not. But yeah, so it's something I still enjoy doing even when I'm not paid for it. What day is it for me right now? It's Monday. It is almost 8 p.m. here. Now, I think what I was looking at, right, so we just checked off basis for automation, and that opened up this chapter 2.5. and this looks really interesting. Oh, it's Tuesday there. Yeah, I started streaming about 2 hours ago. So that's... I actually have a schedule on my Twitch profile that shows like when I'm streaming, and I'm really working to like stick to that schedule. So, and that should be like, that should show you for whatever time zone you're in, like what time that is. Great. All right. So what is this? Huh. This chapter is special. The quests here aren't to present you with progression challenges, but to give you a visualization of what it takes to automate specific resources and how resources overlap. It is a giant flowchart. It will feel sparse at first, but as you continue playing and unlock new machines and new resources, this chapter will automatically update to reflect new automation paths. Check back regularly. Just because a resource is in here does not mean you need to automate it. Again, this page is a visualization tool, not a guidebook. It will also only go up to resources that can be automated at the end of chapter 3. So not for things past that. That being said, the following chapters will either introduce the next tier of circuits or casing, or will take advantage of a new stone generator. I think they mean the chapters after chapter 3 will have like new casings, new circuits, or new stone generators. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, I can check that off. And that then says how to read this flowchart. Flowchart is pretty simple. Objects point to what can be made with them. How you convert one object to the other will be in the subtitle of the destination object. Oh, sure. No worries. Yeah, I actually had someone from New Zealand drop into one of my coding streams. It was like 2 a.m. for him. So, yeah, I know. People have different schedules, different stuff. Yeah, so if you can make it, that's cool. If you can't, totally understand. No worries. So wheat. Yeah, like I said, no worries. So wheat, miller. Oh, okay. So this is the input, and you can farm wheat. Wheat flour you can get by milling or crushing wheat. And then dough, you can bulk wash wheat flour or mix wheat flour with water. Okay, so the subtitle there says how you get from there to there. Okay. Slime ball, shapeless crafting with lime dye and dough. So the lime dye comes from green dye and white dye. Green dye comes from a green dye source. That's a typo. I should say from a source of green dye. Yeah, it's a pretty neat pack. I've been enjoying it so far. I think I'm maybe not the best person to say. I think it does a pretty good job of like introducing like how to do stuff, but like I said, I'm maybe not the best person to say that because I have played with other mod packs that use Create, and so I know a lot of the kind of the underpinning things in this, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. saying, hey, we should, I should not be standing out in the open at night. This is what I should not be doing. Anyway, okay, so we can, yeah, compost organics to get bone meal and make white dye. In single player, I think it would. This is actually a server that I've set up. I just have like when I'm playing different mod packs, I swap that out on the server. So I don't know if I want to do that right now. I think mainly because I've just met you. But I don't know if I just want to have people I don't know too well join me on the server. It is a, let's call it a private server. Flint is a very common ingredient for many rock chemistry recipes, often being compacted in lava. Recipes that use flint and lava are not connected to this quest. But be mindful that flint is not quite as useless as one might think. Sure. Sure. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't want to. I don't want to just say definitely no, but yeah. So magma block, automatic. Oh, interesting. So there's a line here. But where it comes from, we can't see yet. Huh. Mm-hmm. Wait, how does that work? Okay, double compressed andesite. Oh, although the rate is about the same as Bedrock, you won't need to retrieve the andesite from Bedrock, and the stone can be used for dedicated uses. Stone the other 5 times, right. So if you click the check mark, that's interesting. I mean, it's kind of weird that, like, this is supposed to be a guide for automation, but I still have to... Is this... Is the intent here then I need to go and, like, hold the item in order to be able to see the rest? So I have the double compressed andesite. So yeah, that's checked off. Okay. Well, regardless. So now I can check that. And then one andesite unlocks that. Yeah, I have to hold it. There are definitely some quests in here where it's like you have to complete the achievement to be able, like the advancement. Like for this one, to get these rewards, you have to complete the advancement traveler, which means you have to make this set of traveler's gear. But a lot of them are just you have to have the item, however you got it. It was just kind of weird because this chapter 2.5 is not about an actual, like these aren't, like the point isn't to complete all of them. The point is just to show you how to like how to automate things, like where you progress. Okay, so the intent here, I guess, because in chapter 1, is like, if we had a bunch of diorite, we can produce quartz by milling it. So I think the idea here is that we do need to, at some point, go down to Bedrock and make another cobblestone generator so that we can get diorite and granite and all that. And then probably, I mean, definitely bring it back up to the surface. Which now that we have belts is not so impractical to do. Mine generated cobblestone. Sure. We can, I mean, I can just take a piece of cobblestone from here. I think. That make it happy? Huh. Interesting. Maybe I can't, maybe I do actually have to mine generated cobblestone. I have to put the lava and water. Let's go set up another lava gen really quick. Or, cobble gen really quick. Do I have 4 belts. I don't know if that's enough to get all the way down, but I suppose I should grab some shafts anyway. And on my way back up, I can start putting down a belt. All right. Okay, so I think if I put there, lava here. Go. Quest completed. So this then is like, okay, well you can mill or crush cobblestone. It's neat when you click one of these, you can actually see the kind of the other places where this will go eventually. So this becomes a source of iron nuggets. I guess, I mean, technically you could mill the gravel into sand, but this I think has a different thing intended there. Yeah, black sand, clay balls. Yeah, it does have shaders on by default. Oh no. I mean, you should be able to turn them off. I've not looked. How exactly do you do that? But there should be a setting, like, even before you, like, go into a world. Okay. Let's get this belt going. We can go this far. Connect. I feel like that won't. Hold on. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, nice. Like, items aren't gonna hop from this belt onto that belt, so how am I gonna do this? I guess I could. I could put that there. And just have the belt start one higher. To go one lower here. A 100 FPS, huh? Alright. This is going to be quite a bit lower by the time I get to service. Oh well. You have 5 chunks? Yeah. See how far that gets us. Ah. Yep. So there. I am going to need quite a bit more belt. You found diamonds? That's pretty fast. I maybe should upgrade my pick now while I'm thinking of it, and while still a bit of mining to do to make room for the belt to bring up the cobble. How do I like playing mod packs? I like playing vanilla Minecraft sometimes, but there's just so much variety of good mod packs out there with interesting quests and like tech progression, and it's been a while. It's been a few months since my last one. I was playing the fairly newish the Vault Hunters, the one that's still in alpha for was it 1.18? Was playing that for a while. Just kind of got a little tired of Minecraft after playing a lot of that pack because I had some time off work, and then yeah, finally, decided, one, I was going to start streaming, and two, if I was going to do that, I played some Minecraft, and I think I saw a couple of videos on this pack and it looked kind of interesting. Yeah, in the diamonds in the stairs. Yeah, I can't mine them right now. Even with like this vanilla iron pickaxe, they're not mineable. Let's see, if I go back to one of the chapters, had a thing. So it said, oh yeah, you'll be able to tip your tools at Tinker Station, giving your Tinker Tool diamond properties. You'll have the ability to craft vanilla diamond tools in chapter 3. Alright, so the drill can mine diamonds. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things I like about like these kind of mod packs, where it's like one thing I was considering playing when I was looking at mod packs back a few months ago was I was looking at before Vault Hunters, I was looking at GregTech New Horizon, which is very punishing. It's like thousands of hours to really progress through that pack. Like, being able to like quest progression, right? So like, oh, you got to do this to be able to make the tool, to do this to get the material, to make the tools, to do this over and over and over again. Progression. And I like that. I'm kind of glad I didn't play Great Tech New Horizon though, because I probably would have given up. Otherwise, I would be playing this. I'd be playing that for like the next 3 years. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to make a drill. One, maybe just to get that diamond. But two, because I need to drill for the cobblestone gen down at Bedrock. And what does the drill... Okay, so iron sheet, andesite casing, 3 andesite alloy. I have the casing in the toolbox. I just need... I have andesite alloy there. I just need some iron. Somewhere I have an anchor. There it is. Alright. Alright, I need to make more belts as well. I think it's kelp and rubber. That gets me 1. Do I have more dried kelp? I have 4 kelp. I think maybe the belt is a little bit too ambitious for right now. I might just put a chest down there. I'll have to go manually empty it out every once in a while. I mean, I have to make a source of power down there too. I can put a water wheel. It's early days in the Modpack. I mean, lots of stuff, but still not a lot of stuff in terms of being able to do things. Let's see, what's the recipe for water wheel? So, cogwheel and slabs. Don't I have a bunch of slabs already? Yeah. A couple of those. There's a toolbox in Create. Is that what you're talking about? I hit G. I can pick up the toolbox and take it with me. I don't think the range goes all the way down to however many blocks that is away. But like from like this area, like with the toolbox here, I can be over in that building and be able to hit G and access the things in there. No. It's been around for at least a year, because I think it was about a year ago when I played Create Above and Beyond, and the toolbox was part of Create then. What I wish this had was like a sort feature. It's getting a little out of hand. Oh yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, maybe it was added since then. I don't know. Uh... Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, I go down, I'm gonna collect the diamond and or diamonds in the wall. Now that I've remembered, yes, I can in fact do that. Right? No. Further. There it is. Let's see, I need to sneak if I want this to face. Yeah, there we go. And then crank. Ah, it was more than one. Okay, I can't access the toolbox when it's in my inventory, though. It's kind of funny. So there we go. And then pick that up. Hey, it's more than one. Let's see. Well, at least 4. It's pretty bad on the hunger, doing the drill by hand. Also, where did it go? There it is. Yeah. I do right now. If much more of this, and I won't have bread though. Alright, 4 diamonds. It's a worthy sacrifice, I suppose. Let's fill that in a little bit. Okay, so grab my toolbox and see about, you know, what will be helpful if I'm going to use the water wheel. It's actually having water. So glad I put stairs on that. Water wheel? Don't I have a water wheel? I'm pretty sure I made 2. Oh yeah, they're in the toolbox. There's a slot in there for water wheels. 2 water wheels. Okay. So I think eventually I want to set up some kind of contraption that mines this, because then you can put a chest on the contraption that will automatically collect whatever's mined. And then the contraption can link with portable storage interfaces and then dump stuff onto the belt and do all that stuff. But for right now, because I don't have any of the stuff to do that, I think I'm just going to put down a couple of hoppers, maybe, which I didn't bring with me. I guess I could use chutes. Chutes into chests to collect the items. Well, yeah, that's the intent. The idea here is that I'll put the items on the belt, but that's not going to happen for right now because I don't have enough belts, for one thing, and I don't have the resources to make more belts right now because I need, I probably at this point, I need to make a simple kelp farm. That is some of the stuff that's actually in Chapter 2, this Getting Industrial chapter. Why am I at Bedrock for the cobble gen? Well, in this pack, there are some custom behaviors. This is actually kind of similar to a feature that was in that other mod pack I mentioned, Create Above and Beyond, where if you are above, if your cobble generator, where the lava and the water meet, is above bedrock, then there is a chance that the block generated is something other than stone. Like granite, or andesite, or diorite. That was handy. Yeah, so you can basically get all the different stone types. Yeah, so that's one of the mods that's in this pack that's doing that. I don't know what it's called. So if we look at... It's probably in here somewhere. I think this is REI. Roughly enough items. Which is what came with the pack. So if I... Yep. Put the drill down. Then we need some power. So let me set up. Maybe I'll put it over here, and then I just put a gearbox there. Shaft's going this way. Yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, in this pack, if you do the cobblestone generator, the cobblestone generator, and it's not above bedrock though, then it'll generate stone, cobblestone, whatever it normally does. But there's some other things too where you can do it above, like double compressed or triple compressed andesite, and it'll give you more andesite as well. So that's what I have set up on the surface, is one of these above a block of triple compressed andesite. So it's just giving andesite, since you need so much andesite for Create anyway. Toolbox down, water goes out. For any place, no. I mean, you could by like modding, like changing the config of the mod or whatever, but in terms of what's in this pack, That's kind of just your options. Is you can have one that will just like generate only andesite, or it will generate like a mixture of all the stones, um, or just a normal cobble gen. I think are the options in this pack. As far as I know, the thing is that I know that there's at least 3 chapters. Like there's a chapter 3, and I think there are other ones as well. And there may be other stuff that I don't know about. I've tried not to like look at like what comes after any of this. I mean, I know from the description of the pack and just kind of general overview that we're gonna go to other planets. Like we have to go to the moon in chapter 2, and then we'll go to like Mars and other stuff. That's why in this pack there's no nether, there's no end. But beyond kind of those like, you know, broad strokes of what's involved in the pack, I don't know. So I'm gonna put some blocks there, put some blocks here to keep water from running out. Here and here. Water buckets. Water. Alright, didn't mess anything up. Good. And then Alright. Just put an iron block down there and get iron or gold, or just put a diamond block down there, right? Nah. Not in this pack. Alright, so now we have a very slow... What, this hole? Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure how this... I mean, this is going to all change anyway. I'm going to have to scale this up to do more. But, yeah. We can probably close some of this up. Oops. Hey, free cobblestone. Okay. How is this going to work? Oh yeah. So, I mean, I could have, if there wasn't a piece of bedrock on the other side of this, put like a fan and had the fan blowing to collect. But, nope. Yeah, a hopper. I didn't bring any hoppers. I have a chute. I could put a chute. Remember that hole I just filled in? I could... Oh no, I can't do that either. It's gonna have to be a hopper. I think. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to go back up. Yeah, so like a hopper here into a chest. There. Might as well make a double chest. Yeah, I know. It's not great. Like I said, well, this is gonna change, but I just want to have something going because, you know, as long as it's going, we're gonna get something from it. That's the same reason, like the one up on the surface just has a couple of hoppers. It's better than nothing. I used a piston on a loop to push the stone to the drill, and the drill was laying down on a hopper. Oh, that's a good idea. The way it is right now, I could use a sticky piston to pull the stone. or I could just move it somewhere else where it's not an awkward position. Yep, I tried to open my toolbox and it's down there at the bottom. Also, welcome Missouri. It's a guess at how I should pronounce that. Right, I was gonna get a hopper. Yeah. I mean, are all names made up names? Some are just older than others. You have some experience in Minecraft. This mod pack is on CurseForge, although I think I was reading in the Create Astral Discord that there was some drama concerning the mods that are used for like graphical improvements. Why make a server for single player? Well, I have some friends that might join me here. Some people, maybe, and I already had the server, and I thought also I might want to have this like running all the time, depending on like how much stuff I want produced, especially further into the pack, and it was just more convenient to have a server, just set it up as a server like that. But yeah, the mod pack is on CurseForge. I think it's on some other places as well, but I don't know. Yeah. I did get this. I'm running this out of CurseForge. Yeah. But I already had the pack, so let me know if that doesn't work. There was something else I was looking at, another launcher that I can't pull up right now without like really disrupting my like stream setup, but I could probably find. There was another launcher I think that has the pack also, but definitely CurseForge had it. There's also like I was mentioning, a Create Astral Discord, filled with people that know what's going on with that way better than I do. I just started playing this pack what sounds like a long time ago, which is like 2 weeks ago, but yep, that's it. Create Astral Space Reborn. But I'm basically playing this pack once a week because I'm streaming this on Mondays. Well, Monday for me. And you know, I get on every once in a while in between to like do resource gathering and stuff, but it's very early days. I mean, you know, I have these 4 chapters unlocked, but you know, just figuring stuff out. Yeah, you're in the US too. Sky Factory 4. I've not played that. I've seen that pack. Various places, I'm sure. So this is not great, but it should collect some. Maybe I'll just build this somewhere else. Oh, that's your favorite pack too, Sky Factory 4? Donuts and bacon and cookies. Well, what's not to like about that? I think though, yeah, this is pretty bad. We got anything? We got nothing. You know, I could have a fan, an encased fan here, and have it suck the items, maybe into the hopper, or I can move the hopper to the other side. There should be, yeah, we're not using any of the stress units. I stream, I actually have a schedule on my Twitch profile. I do. Yeah, I have a schedule. I mean, I have a literal schedule on my profile, but that represents the fact that I stream this on Mondays. I stream Hogwarts Legacy, that same time block, but on Wednesdays. And then I stream, right now I'm streaming, not right now, but on Fridays currently I am streaming Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. And then I do a coding stream on Sunday mornings. So it's a pretty big spread variety of things right now. At some point those things are going to get switched out. I'm still just kind of figuring things out. Yeah, every Monday is Minecraft. It's modded Minecraft Monday was the tagline I came up with this idea when I started thinking about doing a schedule for streaming. Oh hey, thanks for the follow. And this is the first time I've actually seen the follow animation, so it's double cool. Really appreciate it. All right, so I think what I want to do next maybe is get a bunch of the stuff out of my inventory. And then work on some better tools. Like my pick is about to break again. It's a tinker / hephaestus pick, but it's only stone. I could get like one of the ones that like does a 3x3 grid. Should look up CCI. What's CCI? Google is not very helpful. my 5 seconds of searching for that. Creator content integration. Okay, that is probably content creator integration. Okay, I'll look that up later. Pretty much you set it up and viewers can use points to do stuff. Yeah, I have Streamlabs. That's what's doing the alerting. And I saw some stuff that's kind of looks a little bit like that. But yeah, I'll look into it. See what it's all about. Alright. No. I left my toolbox down at the bottom again. Okay. Let me just do something with all this stuff. I have some space up here, which I'm kind of using for like all the crafted stuff. Right. Play sound effects for bits. Yeah, I think I'm a little, because I think I have to be like at least an affiliate on Twitch for like bits and those sorts of things, and I'm a little ways away from that. But yeah, maybe someday. I think I'll keep that crank on me. 'Too many things. The goal for tonight, there were a couple of things that I was doing initially that were kind of like the that were kind of initial goals. Broad strokes, I mean, we're just trying to, I say we, I am just trying to do the things that are necessary to move forward in the pack. Yeah, me too. It is so easy to get distracted. At some point, like one of the things I'm happy that I did get done, and it's not much to look at, but I think this is probably, I was saying before that this is probably the first create train I've made in survival. And I know it's nothing, right? It's a couple cobblestone, whatever. But it's so neat to get that going at the beginning of a pack. I eventually want to, yeah, I know, right? It's it's surprisingly not that hard to do to get started. Even in this pack, or especially in this pack, there's stuff set up to make it so that it's easy to whoops. Oh no. Can I, oh. Whoops. I broke it. I have a visitor. This pack makes it pretty easy to get the stuff you need to make things from the get-go. And one of the things I was really hoping to do with this, is to make a bunch of little factories producing resources and then use trains to ship them between. Oh, right. You have to, once you get back on the train, you have to right click the controls to say, I'm controlling this train again. Hold space to, yeah, we don't want to do that. So this is like the bare minimum, just to have a train, just to like demo that. It doesn't have anywhere to go yet. But yeah, so this was kind of earlier in the stream, getting that set up. And then we got the hephaestus / tinker's heater and melter, and got some casts going and stuff. Right. So I think what I want to do right now is sleep before more things spawn. Just use the create. Oh yeah, so like the cart contraptions. Yeah, I've used those a lot. Well, a fair amount in other mod packs. Yeah. Okay, so inventory is a little emptier. What I wanted to do next, so that it's not quite so annoying. See, it teases you right here on the quest, right? Make some real tools now. The good 3x3 stuff. Oh, yeah. So making a Tinker's Anvil is the quest, right? So for this we need... Okay, we can do that, or we can use 4 like that. Like it does the same thing. What did it want specifically, though? It wanted a bronze block. I guess we have to search for that rather than waiting for it to eventually cycle there. Okay, so 9 bronze, and bronze is just copper and 10 in this. You can combine this with a cable. Okay, so that's not too bad. So we just need 3 of these, so that's 27. 27 copper and 27 10. Is that right? Yeah, because for each one and 1 you get 1. So 27 copper. We have 1 bronze, so we need 26 copper. 23 copper. And okay, apparently that was a task. I think that was in the automation matrix. Yeah, okay, anyway. Moving on. 2710. 2610. We can bulk blast this. So that's gonna save us some fuel. Looks like it's finished. Right, I only needed 26 of each because I already have one bronze. Okay, right. Yeah, so you can see I'm doing a similar thing here with hoppers. This is very inefficient. Honestly, we are so full. I'm just going to turn this off for now. But good amount of andesite. So we have a little over 4 stacks of compressed andesite. It's a good start. We have almost 4 stacks of double compressed cobblestone here as well from this. At some point, we'll need to have more. I suspect, based on what I've read so far in the pact and kind of the hints of like you're gonna need a lot of materials. Looks like you can start. Maybe. I do have some aspirations for doing some big builds. Specifically, in Create, there's a cannon, the schematic cannon. So you can like design structures, and then you can have like in a creative world or whatever, and then you use the schematic cannon. You give it the block, so it's like legit. You're not cheating in stuff, but it can just build out things. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So you can there's a whole schematic system in Create, if I can spell. Yeah, there you go. So there's like a table, and there's an empty schematic and a schematic and quill, and they're all pretty inexpensive to make. It's like just paper and dye and feathers and stuff. But with the schematic and quill, it's made my precision mechanism and a setup for the casings. Yeah. We are, I think, going to see a lot of different kinds of casings in this. Like in the description for this flowchart that is this chapter, the automation matrix, it's like talking about the fact that past chapter 3, there's going to be different tiers of circuits and casings and new stone generator things, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, with the schematic and quill, you can basically use this either in this world or in a different world, and you can scan in an area, and it will save it as like an MBT file, and then you can go into like another world and use the schematic table. I have played Create Above and Beyond. Yeah, it's been like a year. Yeah, it's I think been about a year since I played that pack. This has a lot of similar kinds of things going on from what I can tell, including like the I have some idea of what I'm doing. No, I don't think there'll be a problem. I think one of the things that I feel like in Create Above and Beyond that I did was just like try to rush through the pack, and then I ended up in a situation where I didn't have enough resources. So I'm trying to address that in this pack. Yeah, still working on that. Anyway, got distracted again. Is it copper and then 10? Bam. 27 bronze ingots. Three bronze blocks. And, ooh, so zoomed out. We're going to make this, and we need some kind of seared block, which I think we can just take like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope to pull in nether for infinite lava. Yep. No nether in this pack. So, I think we'll still want, eventually, probably infinite lava and infinite other fluids in this, but probably have to work for a little bit. So I need clay. Yeah. So I put clay into the stone, and I get seared stone, and I need 4 of those. Somewhere there's clay. Then how do you get lava from caves? I mean, there is lava in, pools near Bedrock and stuff like that you could probably get. But, it's not going to be, because for it to be bottomless, for, like, it to be an infinite source, it needs to be, like, what is it, like, it's not 100 blocks, is it 100 by 100, whatever it is, it's a, it's sufficiently large amount. Welcome back, Meteor. Yeah, 10k source. Yeah, so, I guess that would be like 100 by 100 by, well, whatever, yeah, a lot. So it's going to be challenging to find that in the overworld, but there's probably a way to make lava. Yeah, so you just superheat it. You just need, make the blaze cake factory somehow. And, take your cobblestone, superheated mixer, make lava. Maybe there's a different way. I don't know. I guess I'll find out eventually if that's actually needed. That'll be fun to deal with, if so. Right, I was looking for bricks. There's some. It's not going to be enough. Didn't I have brick blocks? Oh yeah, made a silo and just source. Yeah, that sounds like some work. That should be enough. All right, I think I'm gonna try to get the so I'm very close to having the anvil done, and I'm gonna see if I can make one of the tools, and then after that, the stream is probably gonna wrap up. I generally stream on these Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams for about 3 hours, because I feel like that's how much I can commit to right now. Still have a day job. Very far away from not. So, but yeah, I am going to pass the night because I hate dealing with mobs. Yeah, I love playing in survival. Oh wow, okay. So, let's see if 3 bricks is enough. Hey, that's great. Yeah. Glad to have someone to talk to. I've a couple of the streams so far, I felt like it's just me talking to the void. But yeah, the more the merrier. keep that in mind. Let's see, more brick. I am looking forward to having a better storage solution in the future. I think I can use dripstone. Or am I... maybe I'm thinking of something else. I know there's brick in here somewhere. I just need to see it again. You get the middle click when looking in inventory? Oh, for like... oh, thank you so much. I didn't know. Oh, hey, look, there's bricks. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I've been looking at this and thinking there's no, like, sort button. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, now that you mention it, it's, like, immediately obvious. Because that is in other packs. I just hadn't thought of it until you mentioned it. So, thanks. It's really great. All right. Are we there? Okay, I think that's the fourth. Let's make an anvil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes it stand out. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, if nothing else, so let's see, it's sorted. How is it sorted? Not alphabetically. Item ID sorted, I don't know. So I don't know if that would help in like methodically looking through things, but yeah, it definitely made this more visible. I felt like there was some brick blocks too. I'm still not seeing those. Maybe they were in... oh, they're right here. In this chest. So what I've been doing so far is like all the raw resources like that I collect are going in this bottom chest. Yeah, by MBT or mod or something. Well, yeah. And then all the like things I've been crafting are going in the top one, which is a system. And then food stuff over here. I have like a little food farm. I don't think we've looked at much this stream, but over there growing stuff, which I do need to go back and harvest at some point because there are some quests in the starting chapter. Yeah, one for like tools. Yeah, we're getting to the point now where lightning rods in the way. Where gonna have more tools now that we have some of this stuff set up. I need to probably get rid of this molten clay though. Let's put this down. Okay, and then getting iron. Yeah, you can wash gravel. There's also a sifter in this pack, which you can also sift gravel. The percentages are different. I think this. I was looking at that earlier. I think the percentages are still better for washing. I don't know if maybe it's more efficient to use the sifter in terms of like power usage. I am going to come back and mess with that a little bit more, but yeah. So yeah, it has a sifter, and then you put a mesh on it, like so. You can get raw iron a couple different ways. So from silt, I thought there was like an iron nugget. Yeah, there we go. From gravel and andesite mesh, but it's like 15 and 35%. Whereas you can still wash. Oops. Bulk washing, but it has to be crushed ore. Oh wait. Isn't there? I could have sworn I saw there was a washing recipe for. Oh, let me look at gravel. That'll change things. Yeah. Oh, because the main thing is flint, right? So it's 25 and 25. Yeah. I think there's it is a mod called Create Sifter that's in this pack that adds that sifter. And there's like in this pack also you can like sift sands and you can get all the mob drops. So like you don't need to spend time on the same farms you've been building since 2012, which is just about true. What was it doing? Collagen hopper into mill and into washer and inside. Yeah, Yeah, that'll be a thing to do. Yep. Yeah, what I ended up doing between last stream and today is I did go just some exploring and some mining and get some iron, which mostly I haven't used yet. It's been a lot of like little this, little that, jumping around. I feel like we're approaching the point where we're going to start doing some automation of resources. There are some pretty interesting like automation things in this for like automating copper and tin. They even talk about like this pack really can you double iron? You can get some percentage, especially once you have like raw iron into crushing wheels. Gets you 1 and then a 33% chance of crushed iron, so like 1.3, and then you can wash that, or you can put it in the melter, and then the crushed iron ore you get bonus either nuggets or either 3 or 4 nuggets depending if you're using the melter or the smeltery. So I don't know if that multiplies through. I don't think that's quite double, but there is in this pack, in this chapter that I recently unlocked that I've still not fully consumed, there's all sorts of stuff about how you can automate and kind of like resource paths. So there may be some stuff in here about like, like how in Create Above and Beyond there was the thing that walks you through the different ways you can process ores. It feels like there's an aspect of that in this, but I've just not unlocked a lot here yet. So, right. Yep. Cobble into melons. Yep. Could definitely do that. That is honestly probably a thing that should do really soon, just so that it's like passively doing things. Let me how I've been trying to remember how to do things is just like bookmark them here, so that because I'm often looking at that area and I'll remember. Pipes? No. I've also not looked. This is kind of in the same vein of not trying to figure out like what all the different chapters are. I've not looked at the full mod list and tried to like, oh, it has this mod and like try to optimize. Yeah. Some of the pipe mods are pretty cool. I guess the one I'm thinking of is Pretty Pipes, which is okay. I don't know that I've used the pipes with the Z too much. No, I lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, I wanted to make some kind of tool. Maybe a hammer? It's like cyclic pipes. Oh yeah, like oh, what about this? And then look up, oh, does it have this mod and that sort of thing. Yeah, I've done that a little bit here, but I think the quests have been pretty good in terms of like walking through. Yeah, very easy to slap it on. Use orange juice, yeah, to push or pull. Yeah. No, that sounds too easy for this pack. Which is kind of what I like. I like things that are like more complicated, more like intricate, more figuring out. Which, yeah, a lot of weight ejectors. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I want to use a lot of trains. I mean, yeah. So we'll see. I want more spread out stuff, and then have trains like bringing resources between. I know that's not like the most efficient or fastest or whatever, but I think it's gonna, I mean, it'll look cool in the same way using a lot of weighted ejectors can look cool, but differently. So I wanted to make, I think a hammer will be helpful. Like when I was down at Bedrock and I wanted to clear out an area, having a hammer would be very sledgehammer would be very helpful for that. So I need a plate and a hammerhead and a tough handle cast. Make an automated cake maker. Well, that's not that bad. At some point, I'm gonna like remember. Okay. Oh, right. I don't have any stencils or whatever they're called left. Yeah, patterns. That's right. Where did I get stencil from? I don't know. Okay, need that. Tough handle and hammerhead. Then I'm gonna need some gold. That should be more than enough. All right. Yeah, Tinkers is neat. Or yeah, hephaestus in this, but yeah, Tinkers, basically. Yeah, it's all right. I am by no means an expert at it. Like I was just gonna say, I don't know what materials I should use to make this sledgehammer. And that's something that maybe I just pull up the book and look through until I spotted something that I actually had the right materials to do. It's not like I have a ton of choices here. It's either iron or copper or tin. It's suggesting bronze. Sky Factory 4 has Tinkers, way better. Twilight Forest, Lost Cities. No Create. Mechanism, cyclic, compact machines, deep mob learning. Yeah, some of those are familiar. I was watching Direwolf 20. What was he playing? Sky something. Botany plants too. Yeah. Didn't. Oh no, I'm thinking of. I had kind of a very short playthrough with a friend of Stoneblock 3. Yeah, all the mods 7 to the sky. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while. Did he end that series? Or maybe I just stopped paying attention. Stoneblock 3, yeah. Yeah, I got a little ways. I Oh right, so I think we ended up giving that up, and then I think that's when we started playing Vault Hunters, the Vault Hunters Alpha, for like 2 months, because I had like Thanksgiving through New Year's off work, so we just spent that whole time playing Vault Hunters, me and a friend. Lots of materials that I don't have. I mean, if it's bronze, I can try to make bronze. I think. How much bronze do I need, though? Let's just make a bunch more. Okay, bye Meteor. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your day too. Alright. Bulk smelt. Bulk blast, whatever it's called. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Getting closer to that 10 follower goal. I use stairs sideways? How do you mean? For something to do with this? For the bulk blasting? Someday I'll have like belts. Oh, so the lava doesn't flow out? Uh-huh. Yeah, instead of the pressure plate. I first tried a wooden pressure plate. Unsurprisingly, that did not work. Alright, so... Does the order matter? I guess it doesn't. Okay. So... What cast don't I have? Let's make one of the ones I don't have. Yeah, it was not the... best choice. Let's make that. Might as well do this since I still have an ingot of gold in there. I was AFK and building a great wooden house on an island in the ocean. I came back to most of it burnt down in lightning, right? Well, you notice I have these lightning rods. I logged in the other day to check on the farms and stuff and to pick up some of the cobble and andesite that was everywhere here. I can run over this, right? I need to fix this also. I really dislike having just like floating rails. I can't walk over that either. usually kept them with stone. I logged in here the other day, and all my pigs were gone, and like half the fence here was gone. And I assume what happened is I have all this chunk loaded, so I assume that lightning must have hit the fence and burned some of it. I don't have any other explanation for why the fence was gone. So yeah. Yeah, so this is the farm, by the way. Such as it is. It's got a few different crops growing. Melons, some pumpkins, and rice, and tomatoes. All the farmers' delight crops in there. I'll harvest this at some point, I guess. Automation is what I need to do, but not quite there yet. Yeah, I don't think this pack has hemp. Nope. Yeah, it has cooking for blockheads, and it has Farmer's Delight, but, yeah, it's no Pam's Harvest Craft. Oh yeah, immersive engineering is the one the hemp comes from, isn't it? Yeah, no immersive engineering. That was what I was... Yeah, you reminded me of the pack that I was playing back before all the ones that I just mentioned, which was... it had... I think it had immersive... Yeah, it had immersive engineering. It was FCB Inferno. That was a fun pack. Okay, so I want to see if I can... Yeah, I can do bronze. Okay, maybe that's not going to be enough. Yeah, tree farm I can create above and beyond. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what I ended up doing, I didn't make it really a fancy one. I think when I was doing that playthrough, I built under like this mountain, and at the top of the mountain I had built just like a rotation, basically a bearing, a mechanical bearing, I think is actually what the block is called, with the linear chassis, radial, whatever it was. Anyway, with some saws on it, and it just went around and cut, and I had deployers on the back and that sort of thing. And I'm going to do some of that stuff. I do want to automate like wood production, and the pack wants me to do that too. There's all sorts of stuff in here about like, oh, you should mass wood production, kelp production, all that stuff, and it's gonna happen. All in caves underground. Yeah, there was a big cave under that calling a mountain was maybe, it was like that size, but that's one of the things I don't want to do in this in this world, is do like an underground thing. I feel like I've done that so much. I want to do more like above ground buildings. Hopefully, I mean, these aren't terrible, but these are kind of like sort of things that I built. I want to do some nicer. I want to build some big factories. Yeah, mechanical crafters, auto crafting. Yeah. There is applied energistics in this too. So someday, AE2 auto crafting would be cool. I did get that set up in FTP Inferno back many months ago. So we'll see how that turns out in this. Okay, I'm gonna need, I think, a lot more bronze to make this. Okay. Yes, the water on the Certus seeds. Yep. Uh, yeah, recently I've been watching Captain Sparkles. I think it's on his second channel he's doing. Yeah, yeah, it takes a lot of water for that. He's doing a playthrough of Create Above and Beyond. That's why some of this is kind of fresh in my mind as well, is that I've been watching his playthrough, kind of reminiscing on that pack. Yeah. Okay, let's see how much of this is actually needed. I mean, that's a lot. That was 6 ingots. And it's not even full. That seems like a lot more than should be necessary. Oh. So that was 8 ingots to make a hammerhead. Seems like a lot. Maybe I should look at... Okay, 4 ingots. So I'm going to need 8 ingots to make 2 plates. I mean, I guess I have the bronze to do that. Is there a way to see the different qualities of... Yeah. Dash... Okay, molten copper. Dwarven. Durability, attack damage, mining speed. Okay. Yeah, they are. They're like 3x3, right? So, maintain. So that gets more durability and slightly more mining speed. Yeah, there is a book. But I mean, it's just going to tell me this. Yeah, materials and you. I think I have it in one of the chests. I mean, I can use bronze. I'm also limited by what materials I have. So, like, I don't have steel or any of this stuff. If it's like iron, I have a little bit of iron. I'm not sure if I would want to use that seared stone. I mean, the advantage of the bronze here for the handle is that has more durability. Liquid wood. Was there? I missed that. There's calorite. Won't be getting that for a while, I think. Molten copper, seared stone, molten lead, steel, molten silver, molten... Okay. Maybe you're messing with me? And then what about for this? Copper. Harvest tier iron. Harvest tier diamond. Let's just do all bronze. Yeah, I don't have environment. Oh. Okay, 1 of 2. May have a discount if the handle is wood. Well, and more repaired wood. Cultivated durability. Let's give it a shot. Oak wood, tough handle. I mean, we should be able to see when we put it all together in the anvil. Okie dokie. So we're gonna make a sledgehammer. So 1600 durability. Diamond harvest here. You don't think it's good to be cultivated? Plus 1.8 maintained mining. Economical. The tool practically grows more material when repairing, which I think is what you were talking about. Cultivated one. Yeah. Okay, let's go with it. Just so we have something. And we get 5 blocks of redstone. Okie dokie. I crude with stone. I did the same thing, but was brittle. So if I would have used a stone handle, I think the wood handle's good, and yeah, makes sense. I think though that is going to be it for today. This is, I think, my longest stream so far in the couple of weeks that I've been streaming on Twitch. But yeah, I think this is gonna have to be it because I have been sitting here for feels like quite a while. Yeah, you have a good one as well. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. And thanks again for the follow. Yeah, let me remember how to use OBS. There we go. All right. Well, take care.